If you want to see how I created this look using the NARS Provocateur 6-pan palette, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène with another video. Thanks for joining me today. I am going to be using a holiday palette from this holiday season, and it is NARS Provocateur, or Provocateur, whichever way you would like to say it. It is a small 6-pan shadow that I introduced back in November. If you want to see the video, I will link it up right here. I did swatches and everything in that video and talked about what I thought of the shades, so I won't repeat myself here. I will show you some swatches that I just did this morning because I wanted to get a feel for what I was going to do. And I think that I am going to focus on these 4 shades. These 3 are from the top row, and then this one is from the bottom row. So this is officially the top row, but now it's the bottom for you. But these I think go really well together. I have not used this palette yet. And then this one up here is a very sheer, I'm pretty sure it's a topper because it doesn't look like it has, you can still see my skin underneath. It's not fully opaque is what I'm saying, and I think it could add a little oomph to the look at the end. So I think the earthy tones is what I'm going to be using, which is going to be kind of nice. And in preparation for this look, I did also use the sister palette that is available, and the sister palette is called Hot Tryst, and these are the shades. Now for prepping my skin today, I used the Nude by Nature Bondi 01 as my bronzer, but I used this palette for blush. I used this blush right here, and I also used this highlight right here. So these two were a very nice combination, I felt, for the shades. Let me show you side by side. For the shades that I'm going to be using today. Based on palettes that I've been using recently and that I've been purchasing recently, I have to say that I'm really starting to understand what the appeal is of smaller palettes. I like the fact that someone has curated the shades for me, and I do find me wanting to go to smaller palettes as opposed to larger ones. Now, this could be a phase, I don't know, but it's an observation. How's that? And I have to say that I was really drawn to this purple. So I may end up doing 2 looks over the next number of days. But I just thought, no, I'm going to try to use as many shades as I can in one look today. And the 4 that I pointed out will help me do that. So let's get right into it and see how it goes. I did prime my eye today, and I used the highlighter end of the NYX pencil and also used this Sephora pencil for, which is a little bit darker than the NYX highlighter cream, as a base, and then used the Smashbox matte exposure as the powder to prime my eye. And that palette is right there. And I won't show you the specific shade, it is Buff, because, spoiler alert for my next Pan That Palette update, I have repressed that shadow and I don't want to show you where it's at. So we're just going to leave it back there. I'm going to use my favorite fluffy brush, and I'm going to go right into the rust color because I don't have to do anything else. My eye is ready. And I'm going to be very gentle with it. That's how much I'm putting on. And let's see how it applies. Had I known it would be that pigmented, I would not have taken that much on the first go. So I just took out a clean fluffy brush to kind of get this evened out a little bit. I think that looks okay. Wow, very pigmented, by the way, guys. Very pigmented. Woo! Go in with a light hand. Okay, I'm going to go back to my fluffy brush and finish up on the lid, and there's a fluff. There's a fluff on my fluffy brush. There we go. Okay, let's keep going with this puppy. I think this shade is really flattering. Going right away on the lower lash line because that's just the way I roll. Okay, tell me that that is not a beautiful shade. I just wish I weren't wearing gray because it really doesn't go together, but that's okay. I love this shade so much, I'm going to go right on the inner lid, right up to the brow bone. I got that habit from Lauren May Beauty, and I have to say, she's onto something. It always looks so flattering on me. If you've got a lot of lid space, that is, I think, a great way to go. Okay, so I'm getting less nervous about this shade now. I feel like I've got a bit more of a feel for it. It just felt like, woo, rust. And I think that this is better now. So I'm going back and forth with the two brushes. Okay, some more. Ready for some more. I have really been enjoying, because I don't think I've said it yet in a video, I've really been enjoying this focus on holiday palettes. Even though some of the holiday palettes are from last year, I'm just really enjoying it. So there's the Estee Edit couple of palettes that I've used a few times. There is, coming up by the way, I'm going to do a look on camera with the Natasha Denona holiday palette from last year. The cranberry this year did not call to me, and I will not pay 61 Canadian for one of her eyeshadow palette, just 5, so if it had to go on sale for me to be interested. It's just value. I just don't think 5 pens are worth 61 bucks. And if they are to you, more power to you. They just aren't for me. And I'm patient. I wait. And if it doesn't go to the price I want, then it wasn't meant to be. That's fine. Okay. Whew. I am definitely going to have to do a good liner with this because this is looking a little insane. I'm just going to use this brush here just to take a little bit of edge off the bottom here. Just soften it up a little bit. Okay, this is supposed to be a concealer brush, but I love how fluffy it is, so it's a shadow brush to me. Okay, I think we have a really nice base going, right? I think I'm going to use, it's going to be a bit punchy, but I'm going to use this color on the brow bone. And too bad, I've got like prominent brows today, so let's just make sure it looks intentional. A little glitter on the brow, why not? You know? Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna go with it. All right, so we are going to go with that duochrome shade right all over the lid. I think that's gonna look beautiful. The brush I wanted to use has mysteriously disappeared. I have no idea where it went. So I'm going to use a new brush, and this is a Quo brush. It's very, very thick, and I don't know if it's meant for this purpose, but too bad, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the flat side of the brush and pack that on the lid. And I also have a smaller one and an angle one to work in the corners when I need to. So let's give this a shot. I thought it was going to be more punchy than that. I'm sure I'm going to have to use my finger or even try to use it wet. I don't feel like there's enough contrast between the red I put down earlier and this one. I really thought there was going to be more contrast. I mean, they pair really well together, don't get me wrong. And if anyone has trouble with getting the color to blend right in the transition between the lid color and the crease, that combination that I've got here is very forgiving, obviously, because I'm saying there's not that much contrast. Like, I don't even think I'm going to have to rework the crease to blend it out, because it already looks blended. It looks like I know what I'm doing, which is nice. All right, so I'm going to go straight to my finger and see if I can get a little bit more oomph to the look. That's what it looks like on the finger. So let's go in. Now that did a little bit. It's a lot shinier than it was. So I am going to speed through the other eye and then come back. Okay, so we have the two lids done. I think it looks really good. I think I'm going to use the same brow bone color and put it in my inner corner. And I can definitely see how a couple of the highlighters in the NARS Hot Twist that I showed you earlier, like King's Road I think is one, would go really, really well even on the eye to go along with the Provocateur palette. So that is kind of nice. Okay, so let's try to do inner corner here. It's not really picking up on this little brush here. Let's try. Ooh. Oh, it's going everywhere. I should have wet my brush. Okay, well, lesson learned. Don't do that. I would not suggest trying to use that dry on the inner corner. I ended up getting a glitter bomb all over my cheek and just kind of went back to my makeup table and fixed it. Yeah, don't even want to touch my face in case I have any glitter. It made me think of my Pat McGrath experience when got some glitter all over. So I think I'm just more sensitive to it, which is why I just kind of cut it right there and stopped, because I was so aggravated last time. I think for any of these super duochrome glitter type palettes, I am definitely not going to do my face makeup ahead of time. I just want to be able to clean my face and then be able to put my foundation, all that good stuff. So disaster averted, but I don't know if you can see that I still have glitter on my face. So yeah. I mean, it's great to have a nice eye look, but when you have glitter on your face, all people can focus on is the glitter on your face, and they can't focus on your eye, which is where you want the attention anyway. You know, when people are kind of looking at you like this, you kind of go, shoot, that's not what I'm going for. But we are, I think I have a reasonable, got more glitter on me. I think I have a reasonable face. I'll fix the rest of the face later, but let's go back to the eyes. I don't want to put more shadow underneath. I think there's enough. And oh, no wonder. That is the glittery topper. Okay. I used the wrong shade. That's why. That's not what I meant to do. I mistook the one shade for the other. Let's try this again with the right shade. I somehow mistook this one for this one. So bad on me. Ugh, that's why I'm having all this trouble. Okay, so let's put the proper shade, the one I thought I was putting on, onto the brow bone. So let's do that. So you know this is a first impression because I'm screwing up all over the place. But at the same time, it's fun to watch, I think. All right. I swear that's the one I put on, but not sure anymore. Yeah, it's definitely not as glittery. So I'm going to try wiping right on my sleeve because I have no patience at this point. Okay, so I am going to try this one on the inner lid and like in the inner corner, I should say, and see how it picks up. Seems to pick up a lot better on the brush. I think this one is reserved for finger. I really do. I think otherwise it's going to go all over the place. This one also has some fallout. It's not chunky glitter, so that's okay. Okay, so I think that looks good on the inner corner, and I do like it on the brow. I think it brings interesting attention to the brow. Now what am I missing? I think I'm going to call this one done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go put liner on and mascara, and I will be back. Okay, so here is the final look. I am pretty happy with it. I just want to show you the products that I used off camera. I am doing a focus on Lancôme products. I will link the holiday brand new focus on Lancôme that I did and posted very early December, right at the end of November, if you want to see all that I got from Lancôme. But what I am wearing today, actually I'll take care of what is not from Lancôme that I'm wearing. I'm wearing Fierce Flicks from Ciate, and I really like this felt applicator. I think it goes on really well, and half the information on here is all wiped off. It just shows you how much I like it, and I'm sure it's not going to last a whole lot longer. The Lancôme pencil, I'll do a swatch of it here. This is the Lancôme pencil that I'm using, and it is the 602 Black Ebony, and it is called a contour pencil, Le Crayon Colle. I like how black it is, and when I first introduced it, I think I said in the video that, oh well, you know, it'll be nice as a liner, but it won't last in the waterline. It lasts in the waterline. I don't know how, but it lasts in the waterline. I'm really impressed with it, and I'm happy that it is a very big crayon or liner, pencil, whatever you want to call it. Actually, it's creamy enough. Just look at it one more time. I think it's creamy enough. No, let's do it again here. No, it's a little too harsh for the eye because I like the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide-Ons. I like because I can use the pencil as a liner. Of course I can. No, as an eyeshadow base to put other shadows on top. I will be doing a video on this concept. Angela Nyqvist did a fantastic job in showing that, and I want to show what amazing kinds of effects you can do pairing pencils and shadows together, and so that will be coming. But I mean, it's a nice deep black, but in this case, no, I wouldn't suggest it for the eyelid because it's going to tug too much. And then my lovely, lovely mascara, Monsieur Big. This is my favorite. I love the wand on this thing. It's beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. And by the way, this one and the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, those are my two favorite mascaras. And on my lips, I am using the Lancôme 202 Sheer. So the color is 202 Sheer. And this is what it looks like. And I will show you a swatch I have on my hand right here. So it's a very sheer color. And I think when you have a bold look, sometimes a sheer or a light color I think looks quite nice. So that is my look for today. What do you think? Do you like this palette? Do you like the colors? I find that rust color does tend to look good on my complexion, and I think I like these shadows enough that I'm probably going to do another look with this palette sooner than later. I will noodle some more. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this look. I do think this palette is really nice. It is $62 on Shoppers Drug Mart though, so I would bide my time and hop on with a 30% off option or opportunity that usually comes in the form of points. Right now, it seems to be at least once a week. I definitely don't think that I would have paid full price for this. I usually never do. But I paid around whatever it was, $45, and that was just fine by me. Anyway, thank you for your time today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I appreciate you watching very much. And I do look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.